So let's talk about a belly breath. Now, most of us have heard that belly breathing is good or diaphragmatic breathing is good, but there's some nuances that might be keeping us from getting the most magic out of it. We're going to fix that now. Let's start off by hand on the belly, hand on the chest. Get the basics of it. As you take a breath in, your belly fills, and as you breathe out, it comes back. Let's recognize the phenomena that when we pay attention to things, we tend to overdo it a bit. So give yourself the cue to just let it be gentle, subtle. It's actually more about allowing the breath to come in there than what it is working. And that's going to become very important when we talk about the next step of this. So again, a breath in, the belly fills, and as we breathe out, it comes back. The chest is quiet. There's no movement happening there. Not that it's bad to breathe into the chest, but sitting at rest, we shouldn't need that movement. There should be no movement of the chest or collarbones. It's just comfortably happening in the lower abdomen. All right, let's take this really important next nuance. Now, that hand that was on the belly goes to the low back, or it can just rest on the side ribs, or you can just feel the ribs here. But I want you to feel the lower ribs either on the side or the back. The other hand can now move to the belly. And we're going to look for a very important part of the movement that tells us if the diaphragm is actually descending like it's supposed to or moving like it's supposed to. And that is, as you take a breath in, even though most of the movement is in the belly, there should also be a movement of the back coming back. So it's like we're inflating 360 degrees around. The ribs are going out to the side and the back is expanding backwards. All right, so again, it's a more subtle movement. But if that feels rock solid to you and that the movement is only happening in the belly, well then you've got a frontier in front of you. Or good things will happen as you start to release that. Now, let me tell you about that. You're not going to get that breathing in your back by working harder. All right, and in fact, that's usually why most of us don't breathe well back there, is we spend too much time kind of leaning forward into life and we actually don't sit back into our haunches. So play the game of coaching yourself into just allowing that breath to happen. It's actually a relaxation. It's a letting go that allows the breath to come into the back body as you take a breath in and then to return to its position with a breath out. So one more time, breath into the belly. We feel the back also expand. It's like breathing into your kidneys. And then a breath out, it comes back. So that practice alone is a very profound practice to try. Again, allow the movement to be subtle. It's not big. Your metabolic demand right now as you sit here is very low, so your breathing should also be quiet, but it should be there.